We're not taking this today. We're taking that. I know, a Ford. Hold on. Gotta make sure the glow plugs are good. I bet you guys have some questions. We'll get to that in a second. It is cold. Man, I bet a lot of you guys are like, Dan, did you get a diesel? What are you doing in a Ford? The answer to that is no, I didn't get a diesel. This is Justin's F350? One of his dualies. He's letting me borrow it right now while he wraps the Camaro. I just needed a ride home, and Finn was gonna give me a ride, and then Justin's like, since my car is at his shop, he was like, just take the dually home. I was like, all right, sure, thanks. Justin's kind of a good guy like that. Woohoo, this thing's quick. I mean, don't think that he's gonna do that for every customer, just me. As you guys know, I'm not much of a Ford truck fan. That being said, I like this truck a lot. I've never needed a dually, for the stuff that I do, I don't need a dually, so driving one is totally superfluous. I've never really needed a dually for anything that I've ever done. I've driven plenty of diesels and I've driven plenty of dualies, but I've never really felt the need to own one, which is why I didn't get a diesel or a dually when I went and bought my Ram. Like you guys know, when it comes to trucks, I'm more of a Dodge guy actually, which is really weird because I'm a Chevy car guy. That being said, I'm not gonna rag on this Ford. It's nice and it's tuned. I've driven it before in some of the videos when I drove up to LS Experts with Justin before. But this video is gonna take kind of a different approach here in just a little bit. I'll get into it in a second. But it's supposed to snow today, and we have a lot of shit planned. Right now it's nowhere below freezing, but we might get an inch or two of snow. A lot of you guys are gonna be like, an inch or two of snow? Yeah, fucking right. What's the big deal about that? It's like, well, Georgia's never prepared for it, so they're probably gonna declare a state of emergency. They've already canceled schools. They canceled all the schools today because it might snow an inch. I don't even think it's supposed to get below freezing today. It's not gonna stick. God, this thing's ridiculous. So I have a lot to talk about this morning, but it's very important that I go to the gym first, and I'll explain that later. But you'll understand in just a minute what I mean. Whew, I'm back. Ugh, my shoulders. Did a chest workout today, my shoulders hurt. Back this long motherfucker up. Long bed, double cab, having ass. Can barely turn the wheel. Oh, this thing steps out. Whew. All right, now let's talk about what I've been wanting to talk about, and I'll tell you why it incorporates the gym and everything like that. I want to tell you guys how I got myself out of a dark place. And I'm not entirely sure what I mean by a dark place. I don't want to say that I've been depressed, because I'll be honest, man, I have no idea what depression feels like, and a lot of you guys have picked up on the strong change in attitude and feeling on the channel, and how much more comfortable I've been, and how much more happier I've been. It all circles back to a lot of different things. Again, I don't think I was depressed. I don't know what depression feels like, but I certainly was never content or happy. I have been so unbelievably content and happy pushing a year now. And I think I finally figured out, nailed down what the last little bit I've been unhappy about. And I kind of want to take you guys through those steps of things that I did differently to get myself happy. Because as a creator on YouTube, I see a lot of comments like, Dan, you've helped me through a lot of dark times. You've helped me get through a lot of sadness. Your videos bring happiness and stuff like that. And I know it's not just me. I see a lot of comments like that on creators that I follow, and I know that there's a lot of people out there, much better people than I, who make videos that help people. You know, while necessarily my goal isn't to wake up every day and go, how can I make other people's lives better? I'll be honest with you guys, that doesn't even cross my mind when it comes to YouTube. Because the only thing I've ever cared about when doing YouTube is making sure that the people enjoy my content. But I did go through a dark period with YouTube, and a lot of people picked up on it. They realized that I wasn't the same person that I used to be. I wasn't as happy. And that it almost seemed like I was just kind of doing videos to make other people happy, you know, not because I wanted to do them. And that's a lot of it, you know. So let me tell you one of the first things that I did. Now you can watch a lot of these self-help programs on YouTube or TV or whatever, where they all have the same mentality. You have to do this, this, and this, and then you'll start feeling this, this, and this. And some people charge for that. Some people pay for it. It's like, you know, I get it. You got to make money, but making money off of someone's sadness in a time of, you know, it's a woohoo sadness in a time when someone's at their low. People are willing to do anything they can to be happy, you know? So a lot of people feed off of that, right? These self-help programs, if you just pay $14.99 a month, I can make you happy. And then you have a lot of people who are just unhappy. They're like, I'll do anything I can. I'll pay whatever amount of money, do anything I can to feel good again. You know, I want to feel good again. And let me tell you, man, I wanted to feel good again, but I didn't follow any particular set of steps. As a matter of fact, these things that I did to change my life and make me happy, I didn't even know that I was really doing them for that reason. I just did them because it felt right. I wasn't like, oh, well, if I do this, I'll be happy again. It wasn't something like that. It was something that I realized that I didn't like and I didn't want to do anymore, and I changed it. One of the first things I did, one of the first things I started doing to make myself happy is I got up early. You gotta get up early, man. What time do you wake up in the morning? Get up earlier. Every day now for the past 6 months to a year, I've been getting up earlier and earlier. And I'll tell you why. Because there's not enough time in the fucking day to get stuff done. 24 hours is not enough time to do things. I hope there's nobody in my lane. I can't see out of these fucking windows. I started getting up early because the days kept getting shorter and shorter. I would stay up till 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning every night, editing, working, or just watching shitty YouTube videos. And you know, like, it was kind of one of those things where I was just fighting going to bed because that's just another day I have to wake up. And I hate waking up. And when I get up in the morning, I hate it. I hate getting out of bed. It's the hardest thing I have to do all day. But I tell you what, as soon as I get up out of bed, I'm ready to go. I'm full fucking throttle. And this isn't one of those motivational speeches and anything like that, because I kind of don't believe in that. I don't believe in motivational quotes. I don't believe in self-help programs. I don't believe in someone having all the answers for me. I fucking hate motivational Instagram quotes. You know that? People who post that shit every day, rise and grind, let's get this bread, or like, you have to better yourself every day. Fuck off. I hate motivational quotes. You know why? Because they're fake. People who post that shit every day, they're fake. And it's not because these people are lying to you, because they're not trying to lie to you. They're lying to themselves. The people who wake up every day with these motivational quotes in their head and they post them all over social media, that's not for you. That's for them. I don't think it's right to take advice from those people. They don't know what they're talking about. They don't even mean it. And don't for a second think this is me giving you advice, because it's not. Because here's the thing, I don't even have my shit together. All I know is that I have been really happy. I'm not trying to preach to you guys. I certainly don't have all the answers. I'm not trying to motivate you guys. I just want to share with you guys the things that I've done to not only better my life, but make me happier as a person. Because you guys helped. That's the least I can do, is share that experience with you guys. This isn't a self-help video. This isn't a motivational video. This isn't me telling you to get your shit together. But I think a lot of people look at YouTubers, maybe not me, but they look at these YouTubers who edit everything and they change everything about themselves to make everything look perfect. And I got news for you. I'm fucked up sometimes. Like, things aren't always great. It's easy to make your life look awesome when you have the ability to edit everything into making it look awesome. Everything looks great with some music and some color corrections, and you have a smile on your face and you're all having fun. And I'm not saying that those times where I'm having fun and I use music on my channel are fake, but it's not always like that. But one of the biggest things that I did to change the way I do things and make myself better and make my life happier was getting up early. Right now, my day ends at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. After 4 o'clock, it starts getting dark. I don't want to go anywhere. It starts to get cold. The roads get fucked. And it's almost as if I lose the energy after 4 o'clock. So that means if I woke up at noon like I used to, I would have 4 hours to get my entire day done, and it wasn't enough. I missed out on the gym. I was missing out on the gym every day. I wouldn't be able to ride or get videos done, and I got stuck in this perpetual loop of me trying to have fun and me failing and me getting nothing done, and to the point where the only thing I could do was wake up, maybe go to the gym, read a couple comments, and then I sit at my computer for 8 to 10 hours. I've never been a believer until this year that you have to get up early to get shit done. Now I usually get up between 6 to 7 a.m. Today I got up at 6, went to the gym. Now I'm heading over to Justin's shop so I can record the video, and I got the most important thing to me right now done, which is working out. And that's why getting up early for me was important, and that's why going to the gym was important, because a lot of you guys made it very apparent that I was getting fat. I put on a lot of weight. You guys talked a lot of shit. At least with me personally, negative feedback doesn't drive me. When people talk shit about me in one way or another, it doesn't make me want to get up and do it. But positive feedback does. When people say, hey Dan, you know, you're going to the gym, you're looking better. I'm like, really? You guys think so? And then I put on my fucking gym clothes and I go work out twice as hard the next day, because even like the smallest results mean the world of difference to a lot of people. And I'm one of those people. And that's another thing I did. I started only reciprocating positive feedback, because the negative feedback, it's really easy to get sucked into when people want to talk shit. And on the internet, man, I'm covered in it. It's so easy to pick fun at me because I'm short, I'm not super attractive, I look like a lesbian, I was fat. I'm not saying that I'm not fat, I'm just less fat. So yeah, I'm an easy target, it's easy to pick at me, and I fed into a lot of that negative energy. And I would talk shit back. Matter of fact, that used to be one of my favorite things. Don't get me wrong, I still love putting the occasional troll back in their place, you know? Some little fuckboy that forgets that he's a turd burglar on the internet and I have to remind him, that's fine. But now, if someone talks shit about me, I usually ignore it. If someone talks shit about someone that I personally love, like friends, Laura, my family, I just block them and move on. I don't reciprocate that kind of energy anymore. And it took a lot. That took a lot of this, I guess. It was probably, I would say, a year-long struggle for me to be able to stop that. Of slowly weeding it out and concentrating on the positive people. I hate that phrase, positive vibes. Nobody gives a fuck, it's dumb. Positive energy, positive vibes, live, laugh, love, hee, I'm an anchor, I don't sink, or some stupid white girl phrase that's tattooed on my wrist, whatever. Fuck off, that's dumb. I don't believe in that either. However, you receive the energy you reciprocate. If I reciprocate negative energy, I'm gonna get a lot more of that because people like it. So now I do my best to only respond to people who are supportive or positive or genuinely need advice or have questions. I can't tell you how much of an emotional struggle it was for me. To the point where I was getting like physically ill from it. It's so hard to put that in context for you guys of how much of a struggle it was for someone like me. I had to do a lot of growing up to do that, man. It took a lot out of me. And it's still, I'm still fighting it a little bit for the most part though. Positive response, positive feedback. So those are two huge elements in the things that I changed in myself to be able to be better and be happier. And there's another factor in there that I attribute to everything that isn't necessarily a repeatable variable. That I have a lot of good people in my life. I got friends that I can count on. I've got a good family that I can call every day and talk to about. And I have a wonderful girlfriend. And to have Laura in my life just amplifies all of that so much. And, you know, I know I've talked about it a lot with you guys, but I can't tell you the amount of difference that is made. You know, I've always had friends, but I've never had like real friends. It's hard to figure out the difference between someone who wants to be your real friend and someone who wants to take a photo with you. And that's not me saying that I'm hot shit, it's just something that I do come across quite often. And I appreciate everyone who knows the difference. But if someone's struggling with these kind of things, and they don't have the good people in their life, that can be a huge challenge, and I understand that. And it took some soul searching. What's the less lame way of saying that? Whatever you want to call it, I found really good friends in places that I never expected. I never would have expected that, you know, my business relationships would turn out to be some of the best friends I'd ever have. And it's no longer a business relationship, it's pure friends. I have 3 very good friends that I could call upon and be around at any given time and help me through shit. Whether they know it or not, I don't even think they know the kind of shit that they've helped me through, you know? And that made up for probably around 90% of getting me to where I am right now. And that last 10% this is gonna sound dumb, but the whole knife making thing. I don't think that I have a natural talent for it or that it's something that I'm super passionate about, you know? I think the idea of being something extremely passionate about something is kind of derivative. Like, I wouldn't even consider myself passionate about motorcycles. It's something that I really enjoy and have a lot of fun doing and riding and building. Yeah, I have a lot of fun riding motorcycles. I enjoy it. It's something that I seek to do. It's just something that's a part of my life. It's just what I do. I think if I had to say that I was passionate about anything, it would be building, creating. I enjoy the idea of making something with my hands. That's why I enjoyed the whole building process of a motorcycle more than I do actually riding them anymore. Building Warhorse from the ground up, I had way more fun doing that than I did ever riding it. Not to say that it's not a fun bike to ride, it's an amazing feeling to ride something that you've put together with your own 2 hands, but the creation process and being able to look back at the end of the day and saying, I fucking made that thing. That's the only thing that I can think of that I'm truly passionate about. And circling back to knife making, I'm so happy I found something like that that I can enjoy and do so frequent. I can do that in the comfort of my own home. When I get done with that, I can walk inside, take a shower, go to sleep. Like I said, it's not like I have a yearning passion for just knives, you know? Building guns, motorcycles, working on cars, creating something, just turning wrenches. Man shit, it makes me feel so good on the inside. And that's the thing that I figured out, is that I've always tinkered and built stuff. When I was a kid, I remember taking apart TV remotes and lawnmowers and toy cars and stuff. Shit, I'm in the wrong lane. And yeah, it's fun to go fast and drive the thing that you built, but the enjoyment for me is not the experience of the actual writing, it's not even the end result, it's the creation aspect of it. And that's the last thing that I can attribute to it, is the fact that I understand now that about myself, that's what makes me fucking happy. When I work on something, when I get something in my head, like making a knife or building a bike, I will work until I'm dehydrated, sweating balls, cramped. I can barely open my fingers because I have no electrolytes. Bleeding, I'm hurt, I'm sore, I'm on the verge of a heat stroke, and I'm saying out loud, fuck this. I will never do this again. I cannot believe I put myself through the paces to get this result. And then I get a shower, I get some water, maybe a little beer, maybe a little smoke in me, and there I am. An hour later, man, I wanna fucking do that again, you know? And that's what I've always wanted, man. Something that beats you the fuck up, yet you still every day just haven't earned for it, man. I'll lay in bed. You'll have to pray for Laura, man. Not because there's anything wrong with her, but she has to listen to me talk about fucking building motorcycles and knives all goddamn day. Those are the key elements, man. For me. I'm not saying they'll work on you, but those are the things that I found out for me that make me the happiest. And I have to just grin ear to ear right now, man, because I've never been more fulfilled and happy and satisfied in my life. No, sure, I want to continue making myself better and doing more and growing and whatever, but I don't need to. I'm satisfied with where I am. I don't have that hole to fill. I don't have that void in my chest anymore because I'm so fucking full, man. If I eat anymore, I'm gonna fucking explode. I'm about to knock off all the sappy shit because here I am at Justin's shop, backing up this big ass diesel. Before we go in and continue doing the car stuff, because you'll see some of that here in a little bit, I just want to say I cannot thank you guys enough for the absolute change in my life that you guys have given me without even knowing it, you know? Whether you're new or old, the amount of support and love that I've received in the past couple of months to a year has just been outstanding. And I owe you guys a debt that you just don't even know that I owe you. It's important to remember that money does not always equal happiness. And I filled a lot of those voids with buying stuff over the years. Motorcycles, cars, because that's what I always thought made me happy. You know, cars make me happy, and that's true. I enjoy cars, I enjoy motorcycles, but it's not what satisfies me. It'll fill that hole for a little while, but not forever, man. You gotta figure out what makes you full. You gotta stop figuring out what makes you full and figure out what makes you satisfied. And there's a difference. Enough of this sappy shit. If anything, I hope that some of this has helped you. I know that you guys have helped me, and I just wanted to share some of that experience with you guys. And if I continue, I'm just gonna sit out here all day in the rain and talk bullshit with you guys. So we're gonna go inside and we're gonna wrap cars and we're gonna have a good time. Also, huge thanks to Justin for letting me borrow his truck. That was really nice of him. I like diesels. Talked a lot of shit on the Ford before I drove it, but I might buy diesel later, we'll see. Hi, let me in. Let me in. It's cold. I don't even know this is supposed to start snowing soon, supposedly. Man, I fuck with this. Motherfuckers. Is this what you guys do every day? You guys get here at this time?
It was super exciting, like having you come here at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Like back in the day, now it's early and shit.
It's like I work here almost.
Don't talk to me.
Oh. I'm getting the feeling that you're not a morning person.
How much crack did you smoke?
Just a little bit. It's not how much crack you smoke, it's how you smoke it. 2 capfuls of gasoline will make you wide the fuck awake.
It's like his mama thought.
Man, this thing looks like a retarded ass transformer without the front end. So Justin, there's a problem with your truck. It's still a Ford. I tried everything I could, man. Actually, dude, that thing fucking gets out. It makes me consider buying a diesel. Like, it still has the Ford still has the dumb windows on it, but
Outrun most people's fucking Camaros and Mustangs.
yeah, that thing's quick. It gets sideways like nothing. I was getting out of the gym this morning, I was like, well, skirt, like, ooh. The windshield's it didn't even feel like the windshield was tinted.
Oh, it is, it's 35.
It felt like it was not tinted at all,
Because
man.
the sides are so fucking dark.
Oh, I'll talk you up, Brian, all right. So this is my antenna. Look at that. Look at that antenna job. You guys don't know this, right? You guys don't know because Brian doesn't really like me all that much. But Brian is a really good rapper.
Like me either. He once referred to me as Hitler.
Hitler?
And you have that video.
Oh yeah, I do have it on video.
You do.
Play the tape. Back to the subject. Look at that. Look at that work, man. Brian, you did a really good job. And you know what?
You're not one of those things you good looking guys, but it's
We're all yelling.
great.
I had to take the truck to go get some batteries for my gimbal. Turns out they use the same ones as like vapes and stuff like that. So, man, I'm starting to like this truck, man. I won't lie. I still don't like this part about Fords, but man, this truck is damn awesome. I like the power. I like the size of it. It's got a good feel, man. I think I'm coming around on maybe owning a diesel one day. Good old turbo boy. Dude, I didn't think it was gonna snow, but now it's finally. I mean, it's not gonna stick. Oh, is it already done? Is it already over with? It's like, Well, that's fucking gay. Hey, man. Doing all right?
Yeah, about yourself.
Good, man. It's like a light dust. You can't even see it on camera, I'm sure. Damn it. Man, we had so much cool stuff planned today if it was gonna snow. We were hoping they'd shut down the whole city. We could go run razors around. Hey, it's American Muscle HD.
What up, what up?
Are you getting the door? Yeah. How nice are you? Oh. Seatbelts first. Safety. This does need 5-point harnesses. Have you ever ridden a motorcycle?
Yes. I've ridden dirt bikes.
Yeah. They have like the feather.
Oh, well, shit. Oh, goodness. This is awesome. Oh, that's fucking awesome.
You be careful, man. These things flip over really easily.
Yeah, I could, yeah.
Alright, you wanna try?
Yeah. I'm not gonna probably fucking get down like that.
Alright, so neutral.
That's crazy.
Your turn!
Do they make an automatic version of this one?
This one, yeah, I mean, they make automatic ones. Once you get used to it, it's not bad.
Yeah.
And then it's down. Clutch in, down. There you go. And then forward to shift. Yep. Shut down, shift. Yep.
That's fucking wild, bro.
Dude, my hands are fucking freezing.
I don't want to
Do it. Yeah, we're gonna take this thing out soon, I hope. Work. Pretty neato burrito.
Yeah, I got that clutch figured out pretty good.
Yeah, you need to get one now, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you and me and everyone else. Whew, it's cold. All right, a lot of guys didn't see the wrap reveal. Here's just some clips of the actual reveal that I did for Justin's channel, Wrap Life. If you want to see the full video, it's in the link in the description. You guys see how it came out orange. It's fucking awesome and gorgeous. But I highly suggest seeing the actual video because the video is cool as shit. But thank you guys for watching. Remember, I'm your friend and so is everybody else here. If you have any issues, just talk to us, man. We're glad to help anybody in a time of need. Not only do I love you, but we all do too. I want to say thank you guys for all the love and support, and I'll see you guys in the next video because I got some cool shit like coming very soon. Yeah, so titties.